if you look at the way this seed was modified, you find that it was made to be very dominant in anywhere it is cultivated. It will dominate the indigenous and the local products that is found. So yes, because what is the essence of glyphosate? Making it, modifying the seed or the plant or whatever it is to accommodate a particular chemical, so that when you use other chemicals, it cannot work. That is, you must depend on them. Our farmers must depend on them to continue to import forever. Okay. And we are talking of an underdeveloped country. So what is our government doing to develop our economy? We have an agroecological model that has been adopted in some African countries, even in some outside countries outside Africa, that are using agroecological model that is in line, that is in tune with nature, that is very, very compatible with an African agricultural pattern. So why are we not promoting that as a government? Why are we saying that we will borrow because somebody there, over there, before this Western people comes in, sorry, some Western, people.
Talk to the mic.
I'm not talking of the entire Western countries, but yes, before they want to introduce any innovation or any idea in Africa in particular, because they see us as a dumping ground, they see us as a consuming continent that for centuries have remained rather docile, that are not technologically backward. And we, even in academic circles, we have accepted that we are an underdeveloped economies. So, for instance, why can't we promote indigenous
pattern of farming.
Indigenous pattern of farming.
Thank you.
Why can't we do that?
Thank you. Let's appreciate this woman.
You
say your name is?
My name is Maureen Ojelosa.
From
Population and Environmental Monitoring International.
Okay.
Furthermore, before
okay, 1 minute.
Okay, sir. I wanted to say, those who are arguing that it is science and therefore we must swallow it as a drug, I want to say that for any science to be relevant and appeal for adoption by majority, it must resolve certain pertinent worries associated with quality of outcome of innovation. The quality of outcome of innovation. Because the science driving this thing we are talking about here is biotechnology. Now, what is the outcome of that innovation, which is we are all
talk to the mic.
Here.
Talk to the mic.
So now it must resolve these pertinent worries: the outcome of innovation, the health and safety, the sustainability concerns, and cost-benefit analysis. On a larger scale, health and safety is more important. And the health and safety, of course, we also ask questions on impact cost analysis and the extent of reversibility or irreversibility of harm done to the end user. And of course, in advanced countries, for instance, in advanced United States, let's take, because that's where this GMO is coming from. That is, Monsanto is from the United States. And he started from there, actually. If you go back to the history, to the history of GMO, you will notice that he started the experiment from there. And many of them are, many of the citizens in US are preferring organic foods. Many foreigners are asking for organic foods. So why is it that what they have, 19 countries of European Union have rejected this?
19 countries?
19 countries of European Union have rejected GMO. Out of the G8 countries, 6 have rejected it.
Only 2?
Only 6 have rejected, only 2. Perhaps, which is insignificant.
Thank you.
In the whole world, 32 countries have rejected.
Let's appreciate this woman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hello, Usman.
Madam President.
Yes.
Thank you for this opportunity, a good one. You know why these GMO promoters are succeeding in this country is because Nigeria has a very weak regulatory agency. That is why they are succeeding. Now, Madam President, let me take you quickly. You see, the gene that they insert, I want to give you a little background on the research that I've just done. The gene that they insert, the name of that gene is called Bacillus thuringiensis. Bacillus thuringiensis. That is the gene that they insert. You understand? Now, it will now become Bt toxin, and that is a very poisonous toxin that kills insects, and that is what they use in those insecticides that we are afflicting our rooms to kill insects. Now, Madam President, if you flit any insecticide in your room and you stay in that room, you can sleep, it may not kill you that day. If you continue doing that with time, the accumulation will become a serious health hazard for you. Yes. Now look at it. Germany approved Amflora. Amflora is a potato, modified potato. You know, that's one of the guests said that in Brazil, they modify for industrial use only. Now he has collaborated what I found in my research. Amflora was a potato modified with a high level of starch for industrial purpose in Germany. Now, other EU countries that ban GMO include Austria, Hungary, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Slovenia, and Netherlands. Bulgaria banned GMO on the 18th of March 2010. Bulgaria banned GMO. Now, in March 2010, Amflora was approved for industrial purpose in the EU countries by EU Commission. By 2012, Amflora was withdrawn from EU market, and in 2013, its approval was annulled by an EU court. Yes. Now, GMO maize, Genetically Modified maize, has caused controversy with respect to possible health effects, impact on insects and other plants via gene flow. One strain called Starlink was approved only for animal feed in the United States, but was found in food, leading to a series of recalls starting in 2000. Listen to this very well. One strain of that GMO is called Starlink, was approved only for animal feed in the United States, but was found in food, leading to the series of recall started in 2000. And you know, these are countries that have very strict regulatory agencies. When they say this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be. You understand? So in Nigeria, there's no way we don't have good. Now you can see that the regulatory agency have been infiltrated by the Monsanto. One of the officers in the regulatory agency is their agent. So how do you expect a proper control there?
Thank you.
Remember, Madam President,
Usman, time.
last one. When the DG NAFDA was we are interviewing her, she said that that's one issue that there's an inflow of one dangerous chemical to Nigeria. You asked her why is that her counterpart in the China, they didn't ask her why they are not bringing it. He said because they mark it for export, so it's not for their own consumption. That because it is for export, so they cannot do it. But do you remember that incident?
Yes, I remember when the DG NAFDA came.
Exactly. So that is what we are suffering in this country. Our people that were placed, they have been inflicted, they have been bought for. Every day they're outside the country, their children to school in another country. We are suffering. That's the problem.
Thank you, Usman. Thank you. Sir, now you go talk last. But before then, make we hear from Professor Kamalu. I don't tire.
Yes. Yes. My ordinary president, before I say something, let me clear Ikotonia's this and help. I'm help in that regard. Yes, because what he was trying to explain is not that he's saying that this atrazine or Roundup is GMO. She didn't say so. She was trying to let me help her technically. You see, when these things are applied to the soil, there are two ways the crops pick these things, the elements there, through folio during application and through the soil, through the root. This soil, and this is what happened the time they were using chemical fertilizer. You see, so what we're saying is this: we cannot just see the truth and keep on, going round and round. These things are not good. We have other biological or natural means of controlling these issues. Researchers are doing well. I continue to say that the federal government, even third form, supposed to be funding these universities So that, and they pay our breeders and researchers very, very well, so that they will not be, mesmerized with all this foreign aid that has ulterior motive. This is what we are talking about. You see, so what we are saying, Mr. President, is that, in fact...
From where? Continue.
So what we are saying is that let us differentiate this GMO from OPV, that is open, pollinated crops, open pollination. These open pollinated crops or varieties, OPV. It is different because in National Agricultural Seed Council, that's their aid. They're supposed to fund that particular council very well. Our DG is doing fine. Before I left there, you see, he was the only one that told me where the rain was beating me. Because
DG of where?
Beating me because when I was, there was a controversy of Umudike there that made them to recall me to Abuja. Simply because I was somebody, a seed company wanted to jump at protocols. I said no.
A seed company?
Yes, one of the seed companies. So
by name which?
No. In fact, Mr. President, you see, there are certain things when we, because the one we said that, yes, you have destroyed, but they are doing well now. But that time, they were aggrieved that I didn't forward their names for accreditation by the Seed Council here. So they went and reported, they've funded it very well, and went and reported to my DG that you see, I am antagonistic and see what I'm, even falsified, framed a lot of accusations against me. It was only my DG who called me and said, I worked with you before I ascended to this throne as DG. You didn't fail us. But why is it that you were attacking these people and you were not friendly? He said, DG, thank you, God will bless you. You see, look at what happened. And if you don't want me to do that work very well, it is better I resign. So my DG saw this in. I said, I didn't do any of this. Look at what happened. And Wabudo Agro Input Company was doing fine. And I recorded that and they approved and sent to our national office here in. And my DG really concurred and said, yes, this company is doing fine. You see, what we're saying really, ordinary president, is that, you see, by the time our scientists, but let our scientists in the universities be humble, because a doctor of philosophy means you should be humble. There is a knowledge God sends to everyone, every scientist. And if we are so egocentric, God will withdraw that. And that is why our scientists are not doing much. Right? They are doing fine, but you see, when you lack that wisdom, after all, what is philosophy? Fear is love of Sophia. That is love of wisdom. And if the wisdom of God is not with you, you cannot do much. After all, Einstein, Faraday, Dalton, they were not professors. It's inside the
KE you make reference to them as
today, even the laws they propounded, we keep on revolving around it. Right? So, Mr. President, what I'm trying to tell you is that on recommendation, after this, if there will be communique, like this our brother has stated, let our universities be funded and let our, that is our scientists, be well equipped with laboratory. You see, when NUC, we are doing ranking of universities. I would have opposed it if they had not mentioned the ABU as the first. Because ABU is the only university that is, that has a complete domains of education. Yes, cognitive. That cognitive is teaching and research. Affective, they are very perfect in extension. Then psychomotor domain, they are very practically oriented and they have a diploma section where they train these people. So I really love my car for ABU. These are the things, and that is why I requested, I keep on telling them, I requested that they should send me to Brekete before I retired. That I should go there because our students are doing fine. There are students who are very, very intelligent.
Thank you.
Let me stop here,
yes, sir.
Mr. President.
Yeah, your name is
Professor Ozonwa Kamalo Ejiogu.
Professor of
Agricultural Seed Science and Technology, Doctor of Seed Technology Extension Management, Master of Agricultural Extension.
Yeah.
And BSc in Seed Technology Education.
Yeah.
Yes.
Auto. Kai! Okay. I don't even talk him again. Chineke. Kai. Again. Now, Prof, you don't talk.
Thank you.
These people make you no be like say we corner them, just they attack them. Make we give them chance. Make them talk too.
Maybe we answer the question finish.
Yeah?
Maybe we answer the question finish.
Answer the question.
Yes.
Shebi, you don't answer finish.
You still remain.
Oh yeah, answer last one.
Yes.
No. Sorry.
No, the question where you asked now, you talked about this thing.
I beg, give a microphone, Mr. Agility, aggression. Which one is one-sided here? I'm trying to moderate this thing, and you're saying it's one-sided. Give him microphone. Let him talk. Please give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him, Mr. Aggression.
Yeah, she has been accused of so many things.
Madam, please excuse me.
Thank you.
Now she's say she go come studio. Now her house be this. I've been at her office. Please, madam, please respect yourself. Now your oga she no be my oga. Continue, Mr. Aggression.
Please, sorry, I'm not Mr. Aggression. I'm Dr. Rowaye, please. Please, there are fears and there are sentiments, and that we cannot ignore. It's not possible. We're all human beings. Even if we're accused of collecting money, we have our families here, and we have our generations here. But in all these things, I remember the story when I was in school. They say mango and gari will kill you if you drink it together. And if it's in this modern day, when somebody sends you that text, say, please forward and share. Now, as a scientist, please, this is what we do. You can Google the internet and find different things. You can even find how to kill people on the internet. But what do we look at? Specificity. The woman that is mentioning that glyphosate causes cancer, was it used to plant a GM crop or a non-GM crop? We should ask ourselves. We're talking about drugs having side effects because probably it hits this receptor and it hits that receptor. But I tell you, GM is even more specific than conventional drugs. I work on drugs, and I can tell you that specifically. So what are we talking about? Please, can you give me scientific report? Is it reproducible? When you say a GM crop, safety, safety, safety every time. Okay, they have mentioned 17 side effects of antibiotics. Fine. Bring one GM crop. Please, we're not fighting against Monsanto's. Monsanto's is one out of so many people that produce GM. You have read the people that have rejected. America, over 300 million people. Are they not accepting? So let us be balanced. Why are they accepting? Let me read something quickly. Now,
so the whole of America has accepted GMO?
As a country. Wait now. Wait, as a country. As a country.
You are a doctor, a professor is saying no.
No. Hello. Please, sir, can you give me the floor? Can you give me the floor? Even if I'm saying rubbish, give me the floor. I've listened to so many scientific heresies here.
If you are saying rubbish, I will not give you the floor.
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The European Commission Directorate General for Research and Innovation, Europe, please, of EU, reported that the main conclusion to be drawn from the efforts of more than 130 research projects covering a period of more than 25 years of involving more than 500 independent research groups is that biotechnology, and in particular GMOs, are not per se more risky than conventional plant breeding technologies. Do you understand what this
per se?
Yes.
The word per se. Analyze the word per se. Now English language you they speak.
Oga, we'll give it to our lawyers after this time.
Not the lawyer. This is an English word per se. Analyze the word per se.
Please tell me a particular product. We're talking of a product, so many products, and we're talking of a technology.
You have just read something, and I want you to explain per se to us. The reason why they included per se.
It's like 500. Look at the number of people.
Please allow other people to talk, please. No.
Give me examples of GMO products and the disease that they cause.
Okay,
give me scientific reports.
Okay.
The allergen you mentioned, please tell me the protein and give me the research group.
Thank you. Madam, answer him.
We shouldn't base science on fears.
Answer him. Thank you.
Let me,
yeah, thank you.
It to say when they raise hand and no allow and talk, it go be like say they no allow and talk. Shebi, he don't talk now. When I don't hear what he talk. Madam, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President, for giving me this floor. My answer to you is not going to be of laboratory evidence because
I'm not sure that question is for you. Yeah. It's for Abi?
He said,
is it a general question?
He said those who are opposing him.
Go ahead.
Adoption should give reasons. We are saying that if you cannot base your conclusions that a particular country should adopt this method based on somebody just a unilateral formulation of somebody came up with GMO, which is not been tested. We know from all the discussions here, it is clear that our research, Nigeria's research capacity is very low. Not academic research. I'm talking of institutions for research. Nigeria is very low in conducting researches that affect the products that we consume. Institute of NIPRID in Udu, what has been their output? What is the outcome? We don't read the results that that emanates from NIPRID. So our scientific adoption, a means of verification of impact of what is consumed, is very low. And then, secondly, you talked about that we giving you the opposition, people in opposition giving you the reasons why that product cannot be adopted. Secondly, must consider, we must remember that for every discovery, every thing that is discovered, the person who discovered it has intent of profit. And this is where the political economy comes in. Monsanto and Co., the conglomerates marketing this product, are they doing it for profit? Otherwise, it would not have been made to dominate indigenous crops. We cannot rule that out. It is evident. Otherwise, why should it be made to dominate other products?
Thank you.
And why, again, is it that our country did not even test it before bringing it in? So you cannot say because Nigeria cannot verify, therefore whatever rubbish that they come up with over there, therefore we should swallow it the way hook, line, and sinker.
It's okay. Thank you, Madam.
What I want, as we say, why be say all the licenses for this sitting, then they give them to foreign companies? Why they don't give them to our Nigerian universities
and the research institutes?
The research institutes we have here, that we are seeing what they are.
So we'll come back to you. Thank you, Madam Jackie.
Okay.
Sir, you be the last person to talk from the four. Thank you.
Okay, make I take us back to what happened for America. They were saying that, okay, America, everybody is eating GMO. Now, there was a document which was endorsed by the Supreme Court. What happened was that one man, a lawyer called Stephen Drucker, questioned FDA on this issue of GMO foods in America. When FDA started dragging their feet, he went to court and obtained a Supreme Court judgment. We have all those documents.
Against?
The FDA. Commanding the FDA, Food and Drug Administration in America.
Which is equivalent of which one?
NAFDAC. To declassify and bring out every research that was done before GMOs were released into America. And that document is available. And it was discovered that during the process of introducing GMOs into America, what happened was that the scientists of FDA, after their own research, advised against it. These documents are available. Now, what did Monsanto and their the group do? They went and brought one man called Mike Taylor, who was a Monsanto lawyer, and made him the director, just like a DJ of NAFDAC.
Hey!
And made him the director of FDA, who now approved all those foods. That was how GMO became became like water in America. Now, as I speak with you, some weeks ago, I was in the US. In 3 weeks, I covered 5 states. One professor asked me, are you a cockroach? I said, yes. Because we now discovered Americans are becoming aware. Let nobody tell you anything to the contrary. People are moving back to organic foods. In fact, one of the places I went to in LA, the last time I went there and came back now, I saw that dialysis centers, they were like springing up like business centers. And I said, what is going on here? Kidney problems are on the increase. So people are becoming aware that there's a problem with their food. So let nobody tell us about 300 million people in America eating GMOs. Now, back to this one, why we brought them. We didn't say, they told us that officially that there are no GMOs in Nigeria. I don't know what that grammar means, so I don't understand civil service English. What we're saying is, if you enter the market, while they're trying to convince us officially or unofficially, that you should read labels. Like some of them now, when you look at them, they say made with genetically modified ingredients, made with genetically modified foods. Now your choice. Open your eyes and read, because these things are already, we got all these things from Nigeria. We didn't import them. So why the official is telling us that there is only one that has been modified, we are saying it is not true, because the same officials told us maize has been modified. We were there at the launch of the beans. So when they say it is not in the market, I don't know what that means. Meanwhile, while we're here, somebody sent me a message. Ordinary, I just read this message small. The person said, this mosquito you're talking about, that we should look after, can you believe that these new lab mosquitoes are already in Abuja? She said, the species is very silvery black, taller than our mosquitoes, because their limbs are longer. So when they perch, they are higher. Not only that, they bite through cover clothes. These are mosquitoes that were supposed to come in. You know, there's a project called Target Malaria. The aim of that project was to remove all the parasites, mosquitoes carrying the malaria parasites. They want to help Africa. Now, what we're saying is this. These mosquitoes, officially, they have not been released. And I don't need anybody to tell me that when somebody tells me officially, because that's what they told us, beans has not been released. Meanwhile, they've been doing beans since 2010. For 10 years, they said they were researching. All the products of the harvest of that beans they were researching, where did it go to? Did anybody show us anything? Then when they were ready, they said, yes, they have lots of cowpea beans. If you go into the market now, more than half of the beans you're eating is genetically modified. Hey. So the question they need to tell us is this. Please, can they distinguish? I was hoping that they would have come with at least different, so tell us, okay, this is GMO beans. This is your natural beans. I don't know which one is which. I don't know how many people here know which one is which. These are some of the things they should be telling us.
Okay, thank you.
This is GMO
Thank
rice.
you, Madam Jackie. My brother,
rice.
over
Thank
to you
sir.
now. Now you get last floor.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.
Your name again?
Onyekachi Nwankwo, and I really want to emphasize my name.
Dr.
Yes.
Dr. Onyekachi
Francis.
Of the...
I'm emphasizing my name so that I can be quoted. And
Dr. Onyekachi Francis of
Nwankwo of AATF, African Agricultural Technology Foundation.
Thank you.
And a member of Biotechnology Society of Nigeria. So while I'm mentioning my name in full, it's so that I can be quoted. The whole world will see me and know that I said this. You see, we've listened to all the conversations. First of all, there is just one direct question that came to us. And the direct question came from, ma'am. So I have to address that direct question. I have been working on these beans for 8 years. And somebody says, oh, it has been released. But let me make some clarification so that the person can understand. Biosafety issues 2 types of permit. One is permit to conduct research. And this research is conducted in confinement. The sense of confinement is so that it doesn't go out during the period.
Others, just stay here. You should come by, send her out. Thank you.
So that it doesn't go out during the period of research. Now, the second type of permit they issue is permit for commercialization. And let me also correct another impression. NBMA does not give permit for seed. If you look at that document very well, what they wrote there is the technology, the event. So Nigeria has, laws. NBMA looks at the event, the safety in terms of the food and feed, in terms of the environment. And there's another committee called National Variety Release Committee that look at varieties, and they are the ones that can permit the issuance of a variety. And then the Seed Council is there. The responsibility of the Seed Council is to ensure the quality of the seed. That is why there are 3 classes of seed. 1 is breeder seed, 2 is foundation seed, and 3 is certified seed. It is the certified seed that farmers plant. Breeder seed and foundation seed are still at the research level. So that is the responsibility. That's what the National Agricultural Seed Council does. So, Nigerians, I would like to say that I have gone through this process of beans, specifically. And somebody says that beans, that GM crops do not decompose. Before God and man, I will say that is a lie.
Okay.
Somebody says, oh, you cannot plant it with other things. Before God and man, it is a lie.
Okay.
Quote me, Onyekachi Francis Nwankwo. And then somebody is also saying that these beans did not go through safety assessments for 10 years of research. What have we been doing?
I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. For 10 years of research, we've been going through different processes of research, verification of verification.
This is the same country that does not have a standard lab. Where are you doing the research? Only one single lab has ISO.
That's a very good question. Like initially I said, many times we do collaborative research. Once we have a sample, for instance, when it came to composition analysis, because beans in Nigeria will also be exported to other countries, it is important for the credibility and integrity. So we negotiated for a lab that has the permit standard, and we took the samples. Why can't we have
the lab here?
That is the question you will ask the government, not us.
I'm asking you now, because you should tell the government that you are tired of going to another man's country to go and take sample for research. Okay. It is insultive to you and your country.
Thank you very much. Let the government hear it, because you've already said it in the air.
You are afraid of saying it, and I'm saying
I'm
it.
Also saying government, I've said it before.
You should be ashamed of yourself for not providing a standard lab in Nigeria. Nigerian government, shame on you.
Good. We should have such labs in Nigeria, and it will help our work to, instead of taking the samples, going through sanitary, going through
he gets some things where if you export from Nigeria now to other countries around the world, they reject them. Yeah. Madam, we are not done yet.
Labs. So another thing I will say before
because I offense your madam does not mean that you should follow.
Another thing I will say before we leave.
Soon follow. Finish now.
Another thing I will say before we leave is everybody have been talking about communication. Indeed, the masses of Nigeria needs to understand what we are doing.
Anytime you are ready with any information for communication, come here. With or without money, we are ready to support you. Okay. The only thing is, if you say anything that is wrong, we will bring another group that will come and counter what you have said. Judges support say nay. On behalf of everybody waiting for studio, una waiting. Bye.